Oracle Park has been the house of thrills for the Red Hot Giants with 7 straight wins tonight. It's game 1 of the series against the Reds right here on NBC Sports Bay Area. Hi again, everybody. I'm Dwayne Kuiper. To my left is Mike Krukow. Well, tonight we're going to see a matchup of what we saw on opening day in Cincinnati. Webb, Green. 2 pitchers with different styles, but both very good.
Both aces. And you talk about the style of Logan Webb, a guy who can strike you out, but he puts the ball on the ground. Well, Hunter Green is a guy who can strike you out, and he's a fly ball pitcher. But both guys that take a lot of confidence out there on the mound, and when they get on the mound, they have a lot of confidence behind them in their teammates thinking they're going to win. And I expect this game to be all about pitching, and it's actually a pretty good night to pitch. This ball's been very, very offensive the last 3 games, not tonight.
Tonight it's cold, and you know what? It's just the way we like it. Come on. All right, stay tuned. We'll take you back to the NBC Sports Bay Area studios for more right after this.
This telecast is brought to you by Toyota. Class-leading MPG and more hybrid models than any other brand. Toyota, let's go places. By Cache Creek Casino Resort, Northern California's premier entertainment destination. And by Heffernan, because you're different.
The Giants hosting the Reds for a 3-game series at Oracle Park as they close out their first homestand of the season. The vibes high in San Francisco. The hottest team in baseball are the San Francisco Giants winners of 7 straight. Laura Britt alongside Sergio Romo. And Sergio, 2 walk-off wins across your first homestand will get those vibes pretty high.
It definitely will. The confidence is high. The belief is high. The ideology that Buster is trying to implement into this ball club, it is amazing, and it's noticeable. It's carried over from spring training. I think it's a team to watch right now. They are the team.
Yeah, the Giants 8-1 across their first 9 games of the season. It's Monday Night Baseball in San Francisco, game 1 of a 3-game series between the Reds and the Giants. We hope you enjoy the game. We'll see you back here for Giants Post Game Live afterwards.
Copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the San Francisco Giants and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the San Francisco Giants Baseball Club, LLC.
Well, on this cool night here in San Francisco, we're back at Oracle Park, and it's the Reds and the Giants in game 1 of this 3-game series. Mike, what do you got?
All right, time now for our Ultimate Performer, brought to you by your Bay Area BMW Centers. Yesterday, Mike Yastrzemski hit a 3-run home run, and after the game, he had to thank someone for asking him to hit it.
I got to give a shout out to my daughter Quinley, honestly, because she asked for a home run, and so I promised her I'd get her a home run. So Quinny, I love you and miss you.
Well, it was Yaz's first home run of the season. It came off Brian Wu. We didn't think it was possible. It gave the Giants the lead, and it was all thanks to Quinley. That's our Ultimate Performer, brought to you by your Bay Area BMW Centers.
Quinley, a star in the making, pushing the old man already. My goodness, she's not even 15 yet. All right, when we come back, we'll be at Oracle Park, and then we will have the lineups and the first pitch of game 1 of this series right after this.
This telecast is brought to you by Toyota. Class-leading MPG and more hybrid models than any other brand. Toyota, let's go places. And by Cache Creek Casino Resort, Northern California's premier entertainment destination.
Ready for game one of this 3-game series. Our game time weather is presented by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. We said it was chilly. It's 58 degrees. The wind at 10 miles per hour. And it's going to cool off a little bit more than that as this night goes on.
All right, let's check out the wind and take a look at the new way to judge the wind speed. And it's by height. And it starts off at 0 with a dark blue ranging to 25 miles per hour. It's red. So you can see clearly right up around 150 feet. That's where you get most of the wind, which is right around 15 to 18 miles per hour. And it's blowing straight out to center field. I mean, that was what they did wind studies in this ballpark 2 years before they started building. And they found out that is the prevailing wind. And tonight is a good night to pitch because of the wind.
All right, Logan Webb leads the Giants out in the lineup that he'll be facing. For the Reds, it'll be T.J. Friedl to lead it off, followed by Dunn, the very exciting Ellie De La Cruz hitting third. Former Dodger Gavin Lux. Then it's the local kid, Encarnacion Strand, followed by Candelario, Steele. Hurtubise only has 3 at-bats this year, and the catcher, Jose Trevino.
On the hill tonight for the Giants will be the veteran right-hander Logan Webb. Webb 6'1", 225 pounds. He's 28 years of age, and he's in his 6th year at the big league level. This will be his 3rd start of the year. He's 1-0 with a 3.00 ERA. And he's been doing it a little bit differently this year than he has in the past, in that the changeup in the first 2 starts, it just really hasn't been dominant. As we look at the StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud, sinkers in the slider is primarily what he's been going with, using the cutter because the changeup has not been there. And we'll keep an eye on that tonight because he really didn't show the Reds his changeup in his first start of the year, opening day. Lifetime against the Reds, he's 2-2 with a 2.13 ERA. All right, time now to check out the Giants defense. Is brought to you by Walk-Up Personal Injury Law. Starting in the Giants outfield from left to right, it's going to be Ramos, Lee, and Yastrzemski. Good assist arms across the board. Adames and Chapman will be on the left side of the infield. Fitzgerald and Wade on the right side. Patrick Bailey, the Gold Glover, he'll be in the squad, putting down the signs.
The Reds are coming from Milwaukee, where they lost 3 out of 4. And their overall record is 3-7. And here's T.J. Friedl, and the first pitch of the ball game is inside. So we get started right on time. Friedl in that leadoff spot, hitting .289. Bounces this one foul.
Whew.
Nice play.
Ball dude.
Right off the bat.
I'm impressed. Jim Vermees on you, Jim. Atta babe.
Jim throwing out a quiz question before you can get the ball. Here's the 1-1, and it's a strike on the inside quarter. Spanish audio is available on the SAP channel, brought to you by your Northern California Honda dealers. The pitch called a strike by John Tumpain, Jimenez, Miller, and Rehak from first to third. That's Brennan Miller. Line drive, center field. Coming in and sliding and making the catch is Jung Ho Lee, and that's how this game gets started.
Well, the Jung Hoo crew pretty excited about the effort here, sliding into a low backhander and doing the barrel roll just for style points. Puts it right in the sweet spot.
Yeah. Turn that glove over. Do not get it stuck on the ground.
No.
There they are. Here's Blake Dunn, who takes a whack at that first pitch.
I'll tell you, by the end of the year, he's going to have an army of fans, and not just in the Bay Area, Giants fans across the country.
Swing and a miss.
And that's the changeup we didn't see the first 2 games. And he comes out here, and on his 6th pitch, he lets us know that he's got it.
Runs that one inside. Dunn hitting 154. That works out to 2 hits and 13 at bats. Got him.
And that's what a good changeup will do. It'll set up the hands to the fastball. And that was a perfect pitch right up above the hands on the inside corner. And it threw it right by him.
A lot of movement.
Giants are going to get a better, well, as the Reds, both pitchers are going to get a better strike zone than what we've seen so far this year. A lot of tight strike zone. John Tumpane is a little bit bigger.
Except there.
Except for that pitch right there.
1 ball and no strikes. De La Cruz 10 for 40, hitting 250. Made such a big deal out of it the first time he used the big bat, the
torpedo
bat. He went 5 for 5, hit a couple home runs, and that's it right there. 3-0.
Yeah, I think he had 2 homers, a double, 7 RBIs the first day.
And you can see how much thicker it is right around the label. And hammered into right center field, and Yaz is going to cut it off. And with doing that, he keeps De La Cruz to a single. Nice play.
That was 111 off the torpedo bat. And A, it's a great job cutting it off, and B, it's an even more impressive job keeping De La Cruz at first base. I didn't think he had a chance. I thought that was double all the way.
Well, he could try to steal. He's 2 out of 3 in that department this year is Gavin Lux, who's had more at bats against Webb than anybody else in this lineup due to the fact that he was with the Dodgers for such a long time. I have not seen the Giants cover Triples Alley like they are right now.
They are totally giving right field up.
There literally is no right fielder. Runner goes. A bouncing ball, and thanks to that, Adames is there, and that'll end the inning. Giants are coming up. Here's the Giants lineup written up by Bob Melvin. It'll go like this: Wade, Adames, and then Jung-Hoo Lee. Matt Chapman will hit in the cleanup spot. Then it's Ramos, Yastrzemski, and Wilmer Flores. Hitting 8th and 9th will be Bailey and Fitzgerald.
All right, let's check out the starting pitcher for the Cincinnati Reds tonight. It will be the right-hander Hunter Green, 25 years of age. He's a big fella. 6'5", 245-pounder, former first-round pick by the Reds, second overall in the 2017 draft. And this is what he's done in 2 starts, 0-1. Hard to believe with a whip of 0.67 and 2 walks and 16 strikeouts. And let's take a look at the StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud as to how he goes about his business. A lot of fastballs, they'll average 98 miles per hour, and a slider that averages 92. That's Rob Nin's stuff. He also has a splitter and a curve he'll throw once in a while. But you're thinking about the fastball and the slider when you're hitting against Hunter Green.
What? New York? Well, Hunter Green also just changed gloves, and I don't think you can use that colored glove.
It's a really pale color. And if it's anything that's even remotely close to the color of a baseball, they won't let you do it. That is a very pale glove. You don't see that very often.
Wet or make that. Wade lines this one right to Friedel, out number 1.
All right, let's check out the Reds defensively. It's a defense brought to you by Walk-Up Personal Injury Law. Starting in the outfield from left to right, it'll be Hurtubise, Friedel, and Dunn. De La Cruz and Candelario will be on the left side of the infield. Lux and Encarnacio Strand will be on the right side. And Jose Trevino will be in the squad, putting down the signs.
And here's Adames. 8 for 37 on the year. There's a strike.
That's the glove that Hunter Green initially went out there with. And then he said, no, I can't do that.
Well, nobody clearly from the Giants has said anything. You and I were in the Frank Robinson mode where anything weird like that, and Frank Robinson would not allow it.
If a pitcher had that glove, he would make an issue of it before the first pitch was thrown. If you had any kind of jewelry hanging out that you could be seen. Pitchers can't have light gloves. Well, I mean, maybe that one is acceptable. We'll assume that it is. Nobody's making an issue out of it. You can't have wristbands.
White sleeves.
Can't wear sunglasses.
High into center field. Friedel back, and he'll put it away.
You hit that ball yesterday, that's a home run. That's the difference in tonight's conditions for a hitter as to what they were over the weekend.
Well, they're having some fun out in the bleachers. There's a strike.
Well, 100 miles per hour, but that doesn't tell you the whole story. Perfect location, knee-high outside corner. First changeup he's throwing. It's important early in the game that you let your opponent know that whatever pitches you have, you can throw for a strike.
Bounces this one, and it'll be Gavin Lux who makes the play. And a 1-2-3 inning for Hunter Green.
This telecast is brought to you by Bay Area Panthers. Bring your outdoor voice indoors at Bay Area Panthers Indoor Football League home games. Get more information and your tickets today at bayareapanthers.com.
Here's Encarnacion Strand. No score. This is a line drive up the middle for a base hit. Strand is now 5 for 8 lifetime against Webb. By the way, in between innings, we saw home plate umpire Tom Payne, the pitcher Hunter Green, and Terry Francona discussing Hunter Green's glove.
I'm anxious to see what he takes back out there in the bottom of the second.
Candelario takes up high.
Here was the discussion. I mean, it really is a color that is very close to the color of the baseball.
There's a strike.
But if you can't use it, that would really take a guy out, because you spend a lot of time breaking in the glove. And once you get it to where it's just right, you don't want to give it up.
On the ground. That's one. And that in time.
Well, elevate your game day experience with the Giants Suite. Experience the newly renovated suite level for an upcoming game. And it's unbelievable what they've done to change the suites. You got to check them out. Go to sfgiants.com/suites.
Here's Spencer Steer. And a strike. Steer overall hitting .083. He's 2 for 24. Breaking ball low and away to even the count. Jacob Hurtubise is on deck. In tight. 2 balls and a strike. Line drive down the right field line. That's a base hit. Diaz gets to it. His throw is going to be cut off. And the Reds will have runners at the corners. Nice at bat.
Spencer Steer had really gotten off to a slow start. You can see he's trying to go the opposite way, and you can't execute any better than this. The elevation on the outside part of the plate, but he stays inside it beautifully, and that's how you call out of a slump. Good at bat.
So Bailey goes out.
Bailey's saying, hey, how about throwing that pitch that you can get the double play with? Last year, Logan Webb induced 25 double plays. The only person who was better at that was Framber Valdez. I think he had 32 was the number, but
Yeah, and those two faced each other last week.
they did.
Here's Hurtubise in tight. Now it wasn't Webb who faced Frentner. It was Landon Root. Anyway, Hurtubise has not faced Webb before, and right now he's ahead in the count. 2-0. Swing and a miss.
Hurtubise was a late addition to the Reds lineup. Originally it was going to be Jake Fraley, but right about 15 minutes before game time they switched it.
There's a strike.
Backdoor breaking ball.
Mike, take a look at where the second base umpire, Brendan Miller, is. That would not fly with me. Why don't you just stand in front of him?
Yeah, that's a bit odd.
And he went around.
Jeremy Rehak, the third base umpire, ringing him up. It looked like he enjoyed it. Second strikeout. That was a big one with runners at first and third and less than 2 outs. He was pitching for the strikeout.
I don't know if he went around or not, to be honest
I don't
with you.
think he did. Yeah, he did. From that angle right there. Oh, yeah.
Here's Trevino, who takes a strike.
As you mentioned, John Tumpane, the plate umpire, I mean, he's a bigger strike zone than what the Giants have seen for most of this year. We've seen a lot of tight strike zones.
1-1. Candelario at third. Steer is at first. Wide, 2 balls and a strike. Two and 2.
Paint with a nice slider.
And they got it picked off. And Wade now is going to have to come home, and they got him. Giants are coming up.
This telecast is brought to you by UCSF Health. All-star care for every fan. UCSF Health is the official healthcare partner of the San Francisco Giants.
Matt Chapman to lead it off. 0-0 here in the second. Chapman takes inside. He's 1 for 9 against Hunter Green lifetime with 5 strikeouts. There's a strike. Ramos to follow, and then Mike Yastrzemski. Two and 1. 100 at the knees. And towards the outside corner, it's 2-2.
It's almost not fair when you bring that velocity and that type of location together. But that's what 100 Green can do.
Yeah, or Chapman is going to have to be thrown out, and he's not. So strikeout, wild pitch.
Good hard slider in the dirt, and Chapman didn't locate it initially. Trevino knew he had to hurry the throw. He throws it low, and Encarnacio Strand cannot come up with it. And the Giants catch a break with a leadoff runner getting on despite the strikeout.
Strike to Ramos. Ramos' average at 308. Does have a hit in 5 lifetime at bats against Hunter Green. Pops this one back and out of play.
Nice challenge. He went right in on his hands. And Ramos was not fooled by it.
Double play ball. That's 1 and 2. So here's Mike Yastrzemski.
They brought their good attitudes to the yard tonight.
Yeah, they did. Dressed appropriately. Yeah, it's 2 for 4 lifetime against Green. Two outs, nobody on here in the second. Gaz is going to hit one down the line. Mike Yastrzemski will head into second base with a double. Giants are a team that they've been hitting some doubles lately.
Little changeup does not fool Yastrzemski. He keeps the hands back. Breaks it right down the line. The best arm in the outfield for the Reds tonight is in right field with Blake Dunn.
It's the 20th double of the year for the Giants. Wilmer Flores hits one into center field, and it'll be Friedl who'll track it down. No runs, a hit, 1 left. 0-0.
Donate your car to the Junior Giants and help underserved youth play ball in Northern California. Visit GiantsCommunityFund.org to learn more.
Here's Jose Trevino, who was at the plate when Spencer Steer was picked off. Trevino 0 for 3 lifetime against Webb. But a respectable 5 for 17 on the season. Little tapper, and Webb will underhand it. 1 out.
Well, Matt Chapman of the Giants going to take on the Reds tomorrow and Wednesday. Tomorrow is a 6:45 first pitch, followed by a 12:45 day game. So go to sfgiants.com/tickets. We have tickets available. Come on out. We're having fun.
City Connect.
City Connect tomorrow night.
How come that's not on our mind?
We just needed to talk about it.
Here's Friedel.
Giants have a new version of the City Connect uniform. They're going to be making their debut tomorrow night.
Oh, 2.
I hope they have the same success as the old City Connect.
I do too.
Giants won way more games than they lost wearing the City Connect. They were 29-15 with the old unis. So anyway, we're excited. We haven't seen him other than a picture of him. We haven't seen him on the player yet, but we have been told that they are fantastic. So we'll see you tomorrow night.
And that gets away. Bailey pounces on it and throws in time. Boy, he got to it quickly.
Well, that's the key. If it gets by you, you have to locate it in order to go get it. But a lot of movement on that play. You saw Bailey shaking his head. Gets down and really without a stride. I mean, he just rocks in his back foot and rifles a seed to get the out. Nice play.
Here's Dunn. Dunn with a strike. The Reds had a 3-game stretch that, for them, tough. The last 2 games of their homestand, they lost 1-0 to the Rangers. And then they opened up the series in Milwaukee and they lost 1-0. 3 games in a row where they lost 1-0.
That would make a team, at least the hitters, talk to themselves.
Well, I talked to Terry Francona before the game, and it made the manager talk to himself.
I mean, we thought it was a big deal a few years ago when we saw the Giants go into LA and Joe Panik hit a home run. The Giants win 1-0 the first night. And then they won 1-0 the next night on a home run from Joe Panik. What was significant about it was they beat Clayton Kershaw the first night. Then they beat Kenley Jansen, the great closer the Dodgers had for years. They beat him the second night. Those guys didn't give up any home runs. And Joe Panik didn't hit many home runs.
Yeah, I don't think he hit another one for a long time.
Yeah, I think it was like a middle of August. Yeah, this is the first 2 games of the season.
Bailey was going to catch that on the rebound, and it hit Dunn's bat.
Take a look at Bailey. And that ball just took off on him. And that'll happen. I mean, Logan Webb is not an easy guy to catch because he has such big movement, and it's late.
That time it goes around to end the inning. For the Giants, Patrick Bailey will lead it off.
Changeup's nasty.
Upcoming schedule is brought to you by Cache Creek Casino Resort. Well, the series continues tomorrow night and Wednesday afternoon. Then the Giants travel on Thursday, 10-game road trip. Yankees, Phillies, and Angels. Remember to catch pregame live a half hour before every game. Here's Bailey. Swing and a miss. If you throw hard, that's an unfair pitch.
That's a first pitch changeup. You're not thinking about the changeup when you're hitting off 100 green. You're thinking about a 100-mile-an-hour fastball.
Yes, indeed.
Like that at 99. He's got the spirit.
And he does have the spirit. Worked on that mustache for a while, too. 2 balls and a strike. I see that, and I think of Bruce Bochy's eyelashes.
Yeah. Had a little white spot in his right eye.
2-2. I hope he's watching. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hit high and foul. And a souvenir. Bailey shoots one the other way and foul again. On deck is Tyler Fitzgerald, and then the top of the order in Lamont Wade Jr. It is Santa Clara night here at the ballpark. Swing and a miss. Now a message from Clark Pest Control.
Discover the Clark difference, where exceptional customer service and responsiveness aren't just part of the job. With Clark, superior service is always guaranteed. Just say, Clark, we need you.
Here's Tyler Fitzgerald hitting at 167, and he shoots this one up the middle, and he's got a base hit. Sometimes that first pitch is the best pitch to take a whack at.
Yeah, I think these guys are thinking the same thing. And the sequence against Patrick Bailey, he opened up with a changeup. He finished him off with a slider. Everything he threw in the sequence was nasty, nasty, and nastier. So Tyler Fitzgerald, watching that from the on-deck circle, says, the heck with that. I'm going to go after the first pitch.
Here's Wade. See if Fitzgerald has thoughts of taking off. First pitch is high and wide, and it's 1-0. Tyler Fitzgerald is 2 for 2 in the stolen base department this year. Wade had a good at bat. He lined out to TJ Friedel, the center fielder for the Reds, in the first inning.
He's got a good swing going right now. I look, the average doesn't reflect it. He's hit a lot of balls hard that he hasn't got much for, but his swing is good.
Well, we watched him in batting practice, and he put on a show.
He barreled everything.
Fitzgerald dancing around, and it's 1-2. Out of play. 99 at the belt.
Well, that was after he just saw 85, the splitter, and it's just full command of everything that he has right now, and not just to the fat part of the strike. So we're talking corners.
Runner goes. Swing and a miss. Throw down to second. Not in time.
All right, time now for our All-State Good Hands play. Yesterday, Willie Adames continued to rob his friend Julio Rodriguez of base hits with a great play up the middle for the second out of the top of the fifth. A complete 360 and an off-balance one-hop throw. And Lamont Wade Jr. cleaned it up. And it had Rodriguez talking to himself. Oh, and to Adames.
No balls and a strike. Three for 17 is Adames against Green with a couple of home runs. Same spot, nothing in two. And Green will chase back Fitzgerald. Got him in the inning. We will head to the fourth. John Miller will be in. I'll see you back here in the seventh.
Well, get your squad together for a game right here at Oracle Park. Groups of 15 plus get special perks and discounted tickets starting at 20% off. Check out sfgiants.com/groups for your tickets. There's no score in the first three innings of this ball game. It has been a pitching duel as we had expected. We're going to the top of the fourth. And here to tell you all about it, our Hall of Famer and my pal, John Miller.
Mike, always a pleasure.
Welcome.
So this is TV, eh?
Yeah. Did you miss it?
Oh, yes. Here's a called strike with the breaking ball to Elly De La Cruz. Dynamic young star for the Reds, burgeoning star. And the count goes to 1-1. He hit a single his first time on a 3-0 pitch from Logan Webb. Then a little bit later, he took off a second just as Lux hit a ground ball. And the inning was over, so he didn't steal a base. Now that's a called strike. It's 1-2. That had a little cut to it, looked like.
Just took out that outside corner right at the belt. De La Cruz, tall hitter. He's 6'5", and very athletic and very fast, and power from both sides of the plate.
1-2. He struck him out with the high fastball. The four-seamer.
Becoming a really good pitch for him. He's so known around the league for his stuff that goes down around the knees with its movement. Here with the four-seam fastball, he puts another couple of feet on the fastball in velocity and elevates and gets De La Cruz to swing underneath it, grab some pine meat.
Now Gavin Lux. Well, they stopped the clock for Lux to work on that armor around his right elbow. Ball one. That came back over the outer third. 1-1 the count. The Giants 8 wins 1 loss. They began the day with the best winning percentage in the major leagues. Softly hit. Lux has speed. Chapman gets him 2 down. Can't wait around with a guy like Lux breaking to first out of that left-handed batter's box. There you see that out-of-town scoreboard behind Webb. The Dodgers losing today in Washington.
6-4. The Nationals playing good baseball.
The Nats, they took 2 over the weekend from Arizona. And that's a called strike. Things changed a little bit for teams from the West Coast when they head out to the East Coast, especially for the first time. Giants started the year in the Eastern time zone, if not the East Coast, when they were in Cincinnati. Called a ball there. 1 ball, 1 strike to Christian Encarnacion Strand. Strand from Walnut Creek. Adames came up a little bit on him, but he handled it cleanly. Inning over. 7 in a row retired by Logan Webb. Jung-Hoo Lee coming up.
Lazy Boy broadcast booth, and we're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Still no score. We promised the Hall of Famer. We have John Miller here for you. Welcome again.
Man, the city has just been alive the last few days since we got home from Houston. And Thursday, my wife and I walked over to the Metreon to see a movie, and we walked right into the middle of what they call the downtown San Francisco First Thursday celebration. Big music thing. The mayor told us that there are about 25,000 people. They closed 2nd Street and part of Market Street, and there was music playing and people everywhere. It was really exciting, and it just kind of carried over to opening day and through the weekend here at Oracle Park. Jung-Hoo Lee skies one, and Friedl in right center, 1 away. So Lee is 0 for 2. Hadn't been 0 for 2 very often here lately. Anyway, it's kind of fun to be in San Francisco, a city on the rebound, coming back. As the mayor, and I know he was with you and Dwayne Kuiper as well here on opening day, that they have a lot of work yet to do, but we saw the movie at about 9:30 at night. We're walking down Howard Street, and there were people everywhere. There was just people in a celebratory mood who'd also been out there at the big like the street music festival, the downtown First Thursday festival. I didn't even know about it. I enjoyed it. Here's a fly ball. He just got it off the end of the bat. Friedl and Chapman, who struck out his first time but reached base on a wild pitch, retired this time. He's 0 for 2 though, and now Ramos will come up against Hunter Green.
Well, when we had Daniel Lurie in the booth on our home opener, We asked him, are you going to get her set it back for us? He said, yes, I am. So, hey, I like that. First Thursday.
Elliot Ramos. 1 ball and no strikes. Green. Sometimes he makes it look easy. He's got kind of an easy delivery, and then the ball explodes on you at 100 miles an hour. And he's got that slider, a splitter.
I mean, the great pitchers, you talk about Roger Clemens, Kurt Schilling, and Justin Verlander, they're power arms that could locate their stuff on corners, and that's what made them special.
High and foul off the bat of Ramos.
And we're watching Hunter Green do the same thing. And Hunter Green's 25 years old. Signed out of high school, first-round pick by the Reds, second overall.
Two and two now to Elliot Ramos. Now, was this at bat in this inning in Cincinnati? What was that, 10, 11 days ago? That Ramos got into a protracted battle with Green and ultimately hit a 2-run homer. Not this time. 3 up, 3 down. Still nothing. On to the 5th.
Well, celebrate Brandon Crawford at Oracle Park on Saturday, April 26th. The Giants are going to honor Crawford's contributions to the club and off the field. The first 15,000 fans receive a Brandon Crawford graphic T-shirt presented by Super Duper Burgers. Go to smgiants.com/promotions.
Giants nothing, Reds nothing, and a first pitch strike from Logan Webb. We got traffic, not so much in this game, but out in the Bay. That's what opening day looked like for both teams. There are base runners everywhere.
How'd you like to be the captain on that ship?
That could make you a little bit nervous. And that's where the San Francisco bar pilots earn their money, piloting these massive ships into the bay from the Pacific.
You mean like the captain that brought it from China over here doesn't come into the bay? You have another captain come in?
No, he's on the ship. The captain is his ship, but the bar pilots, they go out and meet the ships out in the Pacific, off the Golden Gate ways, and help pilot them in because they have that local knowledge.
Wow.
Of the waters and the currents. 2-2 the count. And Candelario high and foul, and that will reach back out of play as the Giants third baseman Chapman went over. There's one of the pilot boats right now. A pilot on each one of those ships we saw going by. Tom Miller, great Giants fan, longtime bar pilot, retired. Everything I know about piloting I know from Tom Miller, and everything he knows about the Giants he knows from me.
Well, it sounds like a good friendship.
Time taken, and you've got Patrick Bailey out to visit with Logan Webb here. 2-2 the count to Candelario. Steer on deck, a right-handed hitter, and then Hurtubise due up third in the inning.
So the pilot, the bar pilot, stays in his little boat.
No, he gets off the boat, and it depends on what ship and whatnot. Sometimes you got to climb the Jacob's ladder. Sometimes they have a little hatch shell on the same level as the pilot boat. He can just jump from the boat onto the ship, but he's got to make the change. He's got to get up onto the bridge himself. Center field, shallow, on the run, and another sliding catch by Jung-Hoo Lee.
That's a great play. I mean, he slides into this, and his glove, I think, may have been touching the grass when he slid it under the fly ball. And he didn't get a great jump. He broke back thinking it was going to be more. This is all recovery. And the closing speed, watch him slide right into it and make it look pretty. I mean, he's getting style points on his defense tonight. Logan Webb is digging it.
Now Steer, the slider, 0-1. And there's a big, it's not the Jung-Hoo crew like we see on the weekends here, but they got their own thing going. Above third base in the view level.
Oh, that's the Hoo Lee gang. Well, there you go.
There they are.
The Hoo Lee gang.
I think that's a good view from up there too. A good place to sit. You know, if you and I were going to end up sitting up there sometime.
That's the name of my son's fantasy baseball team, the John Hooligans.
Oh, to the count to Steer. Just a bit outside. 1-2 the count. Hurtubise on deck. Giants nothing. Reds nothing. The Reds have 3 hits, but none since the second inning. Since Steer got a base hit in the second. Webb has retired everybody. That's a foul out of play.
And for Steer to get the base hit, he had to go the opposite way. And the way that Webb has thrown it, I mean, he has a changeup tonight. He didn't have that pitch the first 2 starts. I mean, he's got his full-on arsenal tonight, and it's reflective in the scoreboard. The only problem is, so does Hunter Green.
2-2. Well, Steer giving him a battle here.
Good old-fashioned pitching duel going on.
Two and 2. Off the foot. Ouch. Sinker, 93 miles an hour. 2-2. Another night game tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the unveiling of the Giants' new City Connect uniforms. I know we got a little sneak peek at them a couple weeks ago. Whole different look than the Giants' former City Connects. This is going to be a long throw from Chapman. Wow.
Not a problem. A chance to show off his arm, and it's a good one. Made it look easy. It's easy if you have a cannon for an arm. You can hang your laundry on that line coming across the infield.
Well, and I'm glad it didn't hit the base there. Went right over the base. Now Hurtubise, 2 down, and the backdoor slider, beauty, right on the corner. Strike 1. Hurtubise struck out his first time. 0-0. 5th inning. 9 in a row retired by Logan Webb. 2 strikes.
It really tells you where Webb has evolved into. I mean, he's a pitcher now. Early on, you know, you're a thrower, you're learning how, but he's a pitcher now. He didn't have great stuff, but he gave his team 5 innings on opening day in Cincinnati, allowed 3 runs, but he didn't have his weapons. He still kept him in the game. Then he goes on to Houston, and he dealt. I mean, he had a spectacular outing, but he didn't have all his weapons. Tonight, he's got all his weapons. But the fact that you could keep your team in it and still get big league hitters out when you don't have your A game, that tells you you can pitch.
And that is a strikeout, a foul chip into the glove of Patrick Bailey. 10 in a row retired by Logan Webb. Yastrzemski coming up.
Xfinity delivers Wi-Fi built for streaming live sports with ultra-low lag. Stream the biggest moments from the best seat in the house with Xfinity.
The Giants nothing, and the Reds nothing. And hey, we've got some rowers going by here.
That's ultra-low lag right there.
Ultra-low lag?
Yeah.
You speak rowing?
Well, no, I just read the commercial that said Xfinity likes ultra-low lag, and I'm seeing it on that boat.
Yaz with a foul out of play off to the left. Yaz's family back at home in Nashville were watching the games, and the Chronicle had a little sidebar story today about his daughter Quinley, 3 years old, and that's a swing and a miss, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes, 99-mile-an-hour fastball, and he said she wanted a little bit of everything yesterday from him. Home run, 1 into the bay, maybe a triple. Well, he got the home run, which was pretty big, 3-run shot.
She believes in her dad.
Left center, this will stay in the yard, and Hurtubise 1 away.
All right, time now for the play of the day presented by your California Ford dealers. Yesterday, Wilmer Flores gave the Giants their 2nd walk-off of the season, and it was Wilmer's 13th career walk-off RBI, the most in the majors since 2014, and he only took 1 pitch to cash it in.
There's Wilmer, and he takes a strike. Wilmer's the one Giant who's come to bat with a runner in scoring position. Yaz hit the 2-out double in the 2nd. Wilmer came up but flied out to left center. Here's Candelario from 3rd, and 2 down against Hunter Green. Bob Melvin as a manager going back to 2003, 22 years ago, and in that time his teams have had more walk-off wins than any other, and 11 of them with the Giants, which ties for 1st in the major league going back to the start of last year. Terry Francona 3rd currently, and out in center field Friedel, and Bailey is gone. That was a 7-pitch inning for Hunter Green, and Logan Webb back to work.
Well, head out to Oracle Park Sunday, April 27th for Youth Baseball Softball Day. Giants going to take on the Rangers. First 7,500 kids age 14 and younger will receive a Patrick Bailey headband presented by Bank of America. Go to sfgiants.com/promotions and check it out.
6th inning. Jose Trevino, the Reds catcher, 9th place hitter. Beauty on the outside with that sinker from Logan Webb, strike 1. 10 straight Reds have been retired by Logan Webb since a 2-out single by, or a 1-out single by Steer in the second. That inning ended when Webb picked off Candelario. They got him at the plate after and there's a base hit to center for Trevino. Candelario ended up being tagged out going home. Steer, the runner at first, who was the one who got picked off initially. And then Lamont Wade going after him, then saw the break by Candelario from third and threw home and ended the inning. And the Giants handled that just the way you'd like to see it. That's the 4th hit for the Reds and their first since the second inning. Now to the top of the order, here's Friedl. He's 0 for 2. Quickly out, Bailey just in time. Wow.
That is a Gold Glove play from a Gold Glover. One of the most difficult plays in baseball is the catcher coming out of a squat to chase a ball down, and this had to be an awkward throw because of how far he had to come out and how little time he had. TJ Friedl could fly, and in the end it wasn't even close. A perfect strike to Lamont Wade Jr., so it winds up being a sacrifice, but it could have been a base hit had not been for the brilliance of Patrick Bailey.
Now Blake Dunn has struck out twice. Change up, ball 1.
Such a difficult play. Off the right foot. Those plays are fun for him.
Ellie De La Cruz is on deck. And a foul. And another look at that Gold Glove play, Mike.
Again, you can just see, I mean, he's on a knee, so he's got to come out of the squat and then on the right foot. But just the distance he had to go. And remember, Friedl can run. A lot of pressure on him.
And a foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
How do you do that in your backyard? Just roll a ball away from you, then go chase it down and see how difficult it is to find your balance point to get off a throw.
Struck him out for the 3rd straight time. Dunn goes down.
That's 7 strikeouts for Logan Webb, all by swing and miss, strike 3. Spike curveball. Beautiful.
But now the Reds' rising star, Ellie De La Cruz, and he has hit a single and has also struck out. Runner in scoring position, and a called strike right on the outside edge with the changeup. So big moments here against a very dangerous hitter. 0-0 score. Popped up, foul. Bailey over, but it will reach back out of play. Strike 2.
Set that fastball up beautifully with the previous pitch, a changeup on the outside corner at the knees. So soft stuff away, hard stuff in on the hands. And look who got it. She got a baseball out of her Cracker Jack bag.
Now that's a prize. Two down, runner at second. Down and in, moved him back a little bit. 84th pitch of the game for Logan Webb. We're in the 6th inning. 0-0 the score. Just off the outside, and well, De La Cruz did well to lay off that one.
Well, the previous pitch was soft, and he goes outside with a paralysis fastball, and he wanted to miss that 4 inches off the plate. That was a perfect pitch location-wise.
And he struck him out with the changeup. Runners stranded at second, still scoreless. Giants nothing, Reds nothing. It is a pitching duel. Hunter Green, the opening day starter for the Reds. Logan Webb, the opening day starter for the Giants. A rematch from 11 days ago, and they have both been exceptionally good. Tyler Fitzgerald hit a single with 1 out in the 3rd inning. And the Giants have not had anybody reach base since. That's one of only 2 hits they've had against Hunter Green. And a fastball at 100 miles an hour for a called strike. Only the 56th pitch thrown by Green. He's averaged only 11 pitches thrown per inning. Lamont Wade Jr. on deck. Well, he took the fastball and then that slider at 89 miles an hour.
That's how good he's been tonight. I mean, the Giants are a team that averages over 4 pitches per hitter in each at bat, and that's one of the highest totals in all of baseball. Tonight, I mean, Green has forced them to be aggressive because of how he's throwing.
1 away. Fitzgerald unhappy with that call.
And let's take a look at the fastball. Right there in the upper first base side of the strike zone. It's been a bigger strike zone tonight than what we've been used to seeing.
Lamont Wade Jr. now. And that spins in there for a called strike.
I think Hunter Green has really mixed that first pitch up. He's throwing the slider, he's throwing the changeup. Mix the fastballs in. And when I say mixed them in, he's throwing 2 seamers and 4 seamers. And this guy is 25 years old. He's pitching like he's 32. Been around this game for 8 years at the big league level. That's how he's pitching.
Splitter for a ball. Now it's 2-1. One of the few times that Green has been behind a hitter on the count. Comes right back, gets the call on that one. 2-2 the count. Willy Adames is on deck. 1 out, nobody on. Nobody anywhere close to 3rd. Back to the screen. 100 miles an hour in right on the hands.
He set it up with the changeup on the outside part of the plate, the previous pitch. He's doing pretty much the same thing Logan Webb is doing, mixed speeds and applying perfect location.
Center field, very high in the air. Friedel. 2 down. Sounded great off the bat.
Never gets old.
Now Willy Adames against Hunter Green. Adames is flied out deep to center. One of the best hit balls of the night. He's also struck out. And right on the outside corner at 99 miles an hour. Dwayne Kuiper will be back in the 7th inning to rejoin Mike Krukow from the radio booth. Through for a base hit. Just barely past Encarnacion Strand.
Yeah, I mean, the Reds had Encarnacion Strand way off of the bag. I mean, he was playing almost halfway between 1st and 2nd. I mean, they were anticipating if Adames was going to go that way, it was going to be right. And look where Encarnacion Strand is. He had a little lean to the left, and then he had to come back to his right. And in the end, he couldn't get to it.
Well, Chung Hoo's got his own fan club in the upper deck.
The Hooligans, that's who they are. I get it. I couldn't make out Gans. G-A-N-S, Hooligans. You think you're having any fun?
Off the inside again. 2-0 now, time taken, and Trevino is going to go out and speak to Hunter Green. This might be the first time he's had a 2-0 count on anybody.
Well, he really hasn't been taxed with the pitch count in any inning. He's been so efficient. Reno's saying, dude, quit nibbling. Attack.
Chung Hoo Lee started a rally against him in Cincinnati with a walk. And now the whole ballpark, along with the hooligans. Deep drive into the biggest part of the yard. And it is caught near the 415 by Dunn. Dwayne Kuiper will be back for the 7th inning. It is still 0-0.
All right, time now for our game summary. It's brought to you by Toyota. Through 6 full innings into play, it's been a pitching duel. And this is how it compares. Both guys feeding off each other. Less pitches from Hunter Green. We go to the top of the 7th inning, 0-0 tie. Here to tell you all about it. Who's a little sad that he didn't get to have his home run call last inning. My partner, Dwayne Kuiper.
I had half a call.
Jung-Hoo Lee can't hit a ball any harder than that.
Here's Lux. And Lux rolls one foul. It's 0-2.
And we talked about this ballpark that before this game, it just was a night that wasn't going to favor the hitters. All weekend long, it was 3 games in their opening series against the Mariners where it favored the hitter, but not tonight.
So Lux taking his time. And the 0-2. Foul back. Got him.
Front door sink, grab some pine.
9 strikeouts.
That's his first called strike, 3 strikeout. Prior to that, he had 8 swing and miss strike 3s, and he just locks his bowels right here. Starts in, backs him off, and then look at the movement come right across the plate.
Encarnacion Strand takes a strike. In tight.
Encarnacion Strand has good power. They're trying to stay away from his strength, which is middle away. And they're bunching him.
On the ground towards the hole, cut off by Chapman. 2 down.
And got up his bat. That was in great wood. Nice pitch, nice play.
So did you and John mention that it's Santa Clara night?
We haven't had a chance. The game's been going so fast. Yeah. Santa Clara University night has been Broncos all over the park tonight. There's the band out there in the bleachers. They're having a ball.
So we did a little research on some of the alumni.
What do you got?
Here's Candelario. How about Brandon Podziemski?
Wow, that's a good one.
Yeah. How about Steve Nash and Randy Wynn on the same basketball team?
Two of my all-time favorite Giants right there.
How about Brandy Chastain?
Yeah.
Our favorite, Brent Jones. This is hit on the ground foul.
Don't forget Ian O'Connor.
That's true. And by the way, Santa Clara's last football season was 1992. You kind of forget that they had a football program. 0-2 pitch is down low. Mike Pereira, remember the referee, old referee that we hear on KNBR all the time?
Yeah.
Just a few. I got a couple of more. Not this inning, however. Double-digit strikeouts for Logan Webb. And the Giants are coming up. Chapman to lead it off. All right, Laura, thank you very much. And here's Matt Chapman. And he dribbles one foul off the end of the bat. So the night may be over for Logan Webb, and it was a great night. His 8th career game where he's had 10 strikeouts or more.
He was spectacular, and he had everything working tonight. And finally, on start number 3 of the year, the changeup showed up.
Hit to left. It's in the park. It's kind of a one-cheek swing. 1 out. So here's Elliot Ramos. Ramos hit into a double play and struck out. He pops it up. It's going to be Lux. I mean, this is one of the reasons why Hunter Green isn't throwing that many pitches. And I don't blame the Giants for getting after a pitch you can hit.
Well, he's had such high velocity fastballs, and he's had the slider, the changeup, they're all working. I mean, you don't want to get into a 2-strike count with this guy because of the weapons he has, so you've got to be aggressive early.
Here's Mike Yastrzemski. A double and a fly ball to left. Goes the other way. Moving over is Hurtubise. And another quick inning. 5-pitch inning. We'll go to the 8th. It's 0-0. Well, get all your highlights, analysis, live updates, podcast episodes, and more. Everything a Giants fan needs. The NBC Sports Bay Area app. You can download it right now. Camino Duvall is your new pitcher. It's 0-0 when it's time for a change. Think speedy oil change and auto service. Engine light on. We can fix that.
New pitcher now for the Giants will be the right-hander Camilo Duvall. 6th appearance on the year. 1-0 with a 1.80 ERA.
Here's Spencer Steer. And the first pitch is down low. Steer a base hit in the 2nd and a ground ball to 3rd in the 5th. There's a strike. Well, Webb, 10 strikeouts, no walks. And he allowed 4 hits, no runs, obviously. Chopper foul. Down low.
Nice pitch. And from Steer's perspective, that's a good take. Hard to take that one in a 2-strike count.
Well, the fear is if you allow Steer to reach, he can steal a bag.
And here you have to challenge because of that.
Not close.
Well, and you mentioned the fact that Steer can steal. And that's one of the problems that Duvall has had this year, is being able to hold runners on and give catchers a chance to throw out a runner should they decide to try and steal.
Here's Hurtubise. He shows bunt, and it's not close. 1-0. Hurtubise has struck out twice in this game.
Trying to bunt. Tell you what Terry Francona's thinking.
And he hit him. And that got Bailey as well.
See where he got Bailey on the carom. right off the kneecap of Hurtubise. That didn't feel good. Then it caroms over, hits Patrick Bailey right on the elbow. So, JP Martinez, pitching coach, coming out, going to take as much time as he can possibly get. They have Eric Miller getting up in the Giants bullpen. And Bob Melvin reacting to what he's seeing from Duvall. Duvall's all over the place right now. And remember, this is the bottom of the Reds lineup.
Well, they couldn't ask for a better scenario right now.
You get a walk and hits past to 2 90-foot gifts for free.
And now Trevino most likely will be trying to bunt. I mean, Duvall's having a hard time throwing strikes. Also means it's going to be a hard time trying to lay down a bunt. Not close. 1-0.
The Giants opened up the middle of their infield. And swing and gate play where both corners on the infield crashed, and Adames, the shortstop, left his position to cover third.
Well, none of it matters if you can't throw a strike. And it's 2-0.
The Giants, the way they're setting up defensively, they're not holding Steer on very well, and he's getting huge leads.
There's the bunt. Bailey will make the play at first.
Oh, great bunt.
So that'll bring up Friedel, and Bob Melvin's coming out. So new pitcher coming in. He'll inherit runners at second and third, and we'll be back. A 0-0 ball game, but action for the Reds. They've got runners at second and third for Eric Miller.
So the ultimate challenge here for Eric Miller coming into an existing inning. He was running second, third, one out. He's been very good in 5 appearances. Miller, 27-year-old, 6'5", 270-pounder.
Facing JT Friedel. Snap throw. And just getting back.
Good idea.
Spencer Steer.
I mean, he threw an absolute strike to Chapman.
So 1-0.
See a little bit of a leak there, and you can see got back easily.
Outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Infield is in, and I mean in. Right at the cut of the grass.
It's not the end of the world if he walks a guy here, so he could be very, very select with his location.
Off the plate. 3-0. So a 4-pitch walk.
And he uses the base. And it will soften up the infield the way they set up. They'll back up the middle infielders. They were very tight, but here they'll play back. If the ball is hit to, they can get a double play. They may go for it. However, I will say that Blake Dunn can run. He's not an easy guy to double off.
Dunn fouls it at the plate. And Webb got him up 3 times, struck him out.
Nice first pitch change up there for Miller to get the 0-1. Now they're bringing Adames in at the cut of the grass, so the ground ball he gets hits going home.
1 ball and 1 strike. Two and 1. Now you got to come in.
This becomes a big pitch.
Here's Elly De La Cruz. Down the right field line and a fair ball. Yastrzemski gets to it. It's going to score 2, and it's 2-0.
Man, the 2-1 count. I mean, he had to bite off a little more strike zone. Throws it on the outside part of the plate, and Dunn. Excellent job of going with the location. Ball away, go to right, and he cashes in.
So De La Cruz will be walked intentionally. And the hitter will be Gavin Lux. There's a strike. Lux is 0 for 3. No swing. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
It's not how you want to swing at a pitch when you have 1 strike. I mean, that's a 2-strike. I want to stay alive hack. So Lux stepping out, having a little word with himself, not happy with that. But it was a nasty curveball from Miller. Great pitch. And that could have been called a strike. It would have been a pitcher strike. Lux showing a good eye there. A brave heart.
Got a fastball away, and he fouls it out of play. Now you've gone as far as you can go. Got him.
Locks him up. Breaking ball starts it right at his right hip, and that ball crashed in on the inside corner. And Lux left-standed. And that's a big strikeout.
So we're going to get a new pitcher. Reds have taken the lead here in the 8th. It's 2-0. Bases are loaded. The Reds have scored twice. Lou Trevino comes in.
Take a look at the numbers for Trevino. Trevino, 33-year-old right-hander, 6'5", 235 pounds. Seven-year veteran.
2 outs, bases loaded. It's Encarnacion Strand who takes a strike.
When you come into a bases loaded situation, the last thing a coach is going to tell you is make something happen. You have to attack.
Up high. 1 ball and 1 strike.
They're trying to crowd Encarnacion Strand all night long in the inside corner.
Lifts it out to Yastrzemski, and that will end the inning. So the Giants now know what they have to do. They trail by 2. Bottom of the 8th inning, it's 2-0 Reds against Hunter Green, who's been very good. And Wilmer chases and fouls this one.
He's been aggressive on that first pitch all night long. It's going to be interesting to see how Green handles that long delay that he had on the bench. That was a long top half of the 8th inning.
Hit out to Friedel. 1 out.
That was about a 16-minute top half of the 8th. And for Hunter Green, I mean, he's feeding off the rhythm of Logan Webb all night long. They both are feeding off each other's rhythm. They're quick innings. Then you have a long wait, and it can throw a guy's rhythm off.
Bailey, he swings at the first pitch. Friedel's had a busy night. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 outs recorded to center field.
Yeah, he's a fly ball strikeout guy, and he's been true to form tonight.
Fitzgerald, a single and a strikeout. And a strike, and it's 0-1.
Doesn't look like that 60-minute delay bothered him at all.
In the dirt. It's 1-2.
How good has Green been tonight? He hasn't had a 3-ball count all night long. It tells you how aggressive the Giants have been, and that's respect for the stuff that he has.
Foul back.
Face a guy who's had command and stuff like he's had tonight. You do not want to get into a 2-strike count, so you're more aggressive early in the count. And that explains the low pitch count through 7 2/3.
Hit in the air and out of play.
And on the 82nd pitch of his outing tonight, his fastball was 100 miles an hour. Showing zero sign of fatigue.
Little pop-up. And racing in is Hurtubise in a 9-pitch inning. 9th inning coming up.
All right, time now for a pitching decision presented by Sage. Logan Webb struck out Blake Dunn 3 times tonight, first inning on a sinker. Third inning on a changeup.
And then we'll show you what he polished them off of. Here's the 1-0 to Candelario and a swing and a miss.
Good changeup from Trevino.
Pulled on the ground, foul.
Big fella just staying loose. Nobody in the bullpen getting loose. It's going to be Hunter Greene all the way. All right, well, let's check out those pitching decisions presented by Sage. We talked about Logan Webb striking out Blake Dunn 3 times. Let's take a look at how he did it. First inning, sinker. See ya. Third inning, changeup. See ya. Sixth inning on a slider. See ya. Thanks for stopping by.
But in the end, it was Dunn who got the big hit. Spencer Steer opened up the 8th inning with a walk. And he eventually scored the lead run. Is Wade through the coaching box. And here's Hurtubise. Perfect scenario in the 8th for the Reds. The 7th and 8th place hitters got on.
Staying loose. You just want to stay loose.
Down the left field line, foul.
On a cool night in San Francisco. I mean, the pitch count isn't what is all you're concerned with if you're a pitching coach, if you're a starter. You're concerned about him getting up and down 9 times. And this is the first time he's been in the 9th inning.
0-2. For the Giants, it will be the top of the order in the 9th. And he got him. Giants need 2 to tie, 3 to go home. It's 2-0 Reds. Stay tuned for Toyota Giants postgame live. Laura Britt, Sergio Romo, highlights, interviews, and more right after the game. So here we go. It's Lamont Wade to lead things off.
Talked about Hunter Green getting up for the 9th time tonight. He's only had one complete game in his career. That was back in his rookie year, 2022.
Remember the doubleheaders for 7 innings?
Could have been.
Oh, this case, it was the rain.
But he's got one shutout.
Yeah, he does. 0-2. Out of play.
So you're saying he's never been to the 9th inning?
Doesn't appear that way.
A rain-shortened shutout. Complete game.
Got him.
He has been lethal tonight with his command and his stuff. 7 strikeouts on the night. This is one Lamont Wade Jr. is going to think about when his head hits the pillow tonight.
Here's Adames. Almost takes Sloan away. The pitch prior to that one, 101 in the ninth.
Well, he's muscling up. He knows that Adames has got a couple of home runs lifetime against him, so he's reaching back. Has not had a 3-ball count tonight. And on a 2-0 count, comes back with a slider. Tony Santillan up for the Reds in their bullpen, their closer.
Hit out to right in the park to Dunn. 2 outs. And here's Jung-Hoo Lee.
He has been brilliant tonight, this young man.
Lee's had the best single at bat against Green when he hit one out to Triple's alley that was caught. One ball and 1 strike. 1-2. Hunter Green sniffing the barn. Pulled foul. Down low. It's a good take. 3-2.
First 3-ball count that he's had.
Line drive, base hit. Lee will stop at first, and then he'll get the tying run to the plate.
What a great at bat from Jung-Hoo Lee. And he really has had the best at bats tonight against Hunter Green. And it goes down to a 3-2 3-2 challenge. He paints the outside corner. I mean, that's not out over the middle of the plate. Jung-Hoo Lee gives his bench some hope.
Here's Chapman. Chapman fouls it back. It's a ball and a strike.
This is going to be his last hitter no matter what. So, once again on top, 1-2 in the count. Ninth inning, the first time you get there, I mean, it's a different rhythm. It's an inning you have to learn how to pitch.
Here's the 2-2.
Second 3-ball count of the night.
And the walk.
Terry Francona is not going to allow Hunter Greene to lose this game tonight. He has been so good. And again, you're reminded he's 25 years old. They're still developing this guy.
When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change at Auto Service. Engine light on, we can fix that. We'll be back. Reds with a 2-0 lead, and after 2 outs, Lee a single, Chapman a walk. Tony Santillan now comes in, and he'll be facing Elliot Ramos.
Big fastball and a hard slider from Santillan. Santillan, 27 years old, former second-round pick by the Reds.
Outfield deep. And they're not deep. to try to catch a fly ball. They're deep to keep the balls from going into the alley.
Yeah, doubles defense. Back them up. And now you just focus on one pitch, one location, and be ready.
Let it fly. Well, I don't believe for 1 second that Ramos is going for a walk.
No, he was just looking middle in. That came around the back door by way of the two-sink movement. Good pitch.
Remember, you got good speed on the bases. Here's the 3-1. Line drive, left field. And a diving catch in left field by Hurtubise. And that's the ball game. So the 7-game winning streak for the Giants ends here at Oracle Park. As that man Hunter Green was very good tonight, but so is Logan Webb. And it'll be a victory for Cincinnati.
Well, it really was a classic duel, and for Hunter Green, I mean, he really took advantage of great stuff at location tonight, forced the Giants to be aggressive early in the count, and it kept his pitch count down, and he was 1 out away from a complete game. But this was a good ball game. It was good defense, grinding at bats, and so you start a new winning streak tomorrow.
Final score: Reds 2, Giants nothing. Thanks for joining us. Stay tuned. Toyota Giants post-game live starts right now.